everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now, as you can see by the title, today I'm testing a new foundation release. This released in the UK today. I actually ordered one online from Debenhams yesterday. No, so it released yesterday, sorry. I ordered one last night. Next day delivery from Debenhams. It's that box you can see just behind me. But this morning I got woken up to a knock on the door and I got this ginormous box from NYX saying can't stop, won't stop, full coverage foundation. Hashtag can't stop, won't stop. So NYX absolutely killed it in terms of shade offering. There are 45 shades. This is all 45 shades here. You can see the very lightest to the very deepest down here. They sent me 3 full-size bottles to kind of, I guess they thought these 3 would match me the best. The sponge, which is here, I don't like this sponge, I'll just get that out of the way. A stopwatch, which I'm currently using to time how long I've had the foundation on. And then this slot here was for the primer. It says, oops, out of stock. I'll be with you soon. So they're probably going to send that to me, but to be honest, I haven't heard good things about that primer. I chose the shade Vanilla, which is .06 Vanilla. The one I ordered from Debenhams was Porcelain, which is 03, and I think 06 matches me quite well. I could have gone slightly deeper onto 6.3 Warm Vanilla, but I felt that was too yellow toned, and then the next one up, Nude, was way too dark on me. So yeah, I've gone with what was it, 6 Vanilla. Let me put this box down. So before I forget to tell you, I've got very normal skin, ever so slightly dry, but I don't have like visible dry patches. My skin's really quite good. It can tend to look good with everything. Like, I can usually get any foundation in the world to look good on my skin. This foundation claims to 45 shades that don't transfer. Every creamy shade glides on smooth, delivering matte coverage that stays true for 24 hours, but it doesn't stop there. It's waterproof, non-comedogenic, and is suitable for normal, oily combination and sensitive skin types. So it doesn't say it's suitable for dry skin, probably because it is so matte. This foundation is so matte that you don't need to powder it. Point 2, you need to work quickly. I found that while it blended in well and easily, and then I put a second layer on, blended in well and easily, when I came to put my concealer on, which I didn't do on camera, which I usually do, but I chose not to because I thought, well, it's boring, no one cares. It literally would not blend out my concealer. I had to go in with another layer of foundation to hide all the skin that my concealer had made visible, if you know what I mean. I've never had that issue with foundation before. I think right now you'll probably agree my skin looks really good. Like, my makeup is dramatic, it's full coverage, it's pretty flawless. But up close and personal, I am having issues, which we will get into later on in the video. And then there's a lot of bump around the foundation as well. Alyssa actually worked on creating the range, which is really cool because she is, you know, quite a strong ambassador for making foundations deep enough for deeper peopled skin tones. That made no sense. The foundation is £15. You can get it online, places like Debenhams, Boots, ASOS probably have it already. Everywhere that sells NYX, this is going so badly. Everywhere that sells NYX is probably going to have this now. £15, it comes in a glass bottle. You do get 30 ml in it, which is very standard. I think it's a nice looking bottle for a drugstore foundation. But yeah, if you want to see me apply the foundation, if you want to see it throughout the day, I mean, currently already it's been on for almost 4 hours. Well, I'd say 4 hours because I started the stopwatch after I'd applied it. So yeah, it's probably been on for like 4 hours. So it's definitely lasting well thus far. But if you want to see the application and then me test it throughout the entire day, then please just do keep on watching. Also, if you're interested in the rest of my makeup, I am filming that in a second video, which if it's up, will be up here. If not, it's coming soon. I wanted to do a really deep autumnal fall eye. So yeah, that's what we've done. Anyway, I'm yammering. let's get on to the foundation review. Now that I'm fully moisturised, I'm going to go with the shade Vanilla. I just tried nude and it looked like I was painting khaki green foundation on my face, and yeah, hopefully Vanilla will be better. This looks a bit yellow for me, but we'll see. I'm going to start with that. That was 2 full pumps. It looks quite pale, but I actually think it's going to suit my skin tone pretty well. I think I forgot to say the time right now is 10 past 10. So that's when I'm first applying this foundation. So we'll do check-ins and see how long it lasts. It's supposed to last 24 hours, but will it? That is one layer of the foundation on my skin. I'm going to do a close-up so you can see it on my skin. I would say right now it's not full coverage, because probably even from the distance you can see all these blemishes here and some here as well. I also have a really big spot on my jaw, which is fun. So I am going to go with the second layer and see if I can build up the coverage. I did find this as well with the Makeup Revolution one that I tested. I'll link that video up here. On my second layer, it did look better in terms of full coverage. So that's 1 pump. That's 2 pumps, and I'm going to put extra where my blemishes are, so like my cheeks and along my jaw. My skin ain't looking the best right now. It's not that bad, but yeah, so what was that, like 3 pumps? So I'm going to blend this in back of my Morphe sponge. It's blending really well on top of itself, even though it is matte. That looks way more like it. Like, it looks way better now in terms of coverage. I feel a bit more confident about this side. I still have blemishes poking through on this side, but to be honest, they're really, really hard to cover. But overall with that second layer, I feel a lot better about the coverage. So let me show you it again up close. So that's the foundation on. Honestly, it's so matte, I feel like I won't need to powder my face. I probably will like powder my T-zone, but I probably won't really need to powder the rest of my face. So what I'll do is I'm going to go away, throw on the rest of my makeup, and then I'll come back and do my first check-in. But so far I like it. It is still probably medium coverage. Like, full coverage to me is like flawless. This is definitely medium to full, not quite full. So I'll go throw on the rest of my makeup and then we will do our first check-in. I just wanted to show you my face right now. I've just put on my concealer and powder, and it was a bit of a struggle. When I put my concealer on, I use concealers that I use all the time and really, really love. So I used my Urban Decay under my eyes and then went in with my Maybelline anti-age one. Sorry, Hamish is dealing with rubbish out in the corridor. So I put this under my eyes, like on my nose, the sides of my nose and things, and I found it really, really hard to blend it into my foundation. I think because it is such a matte base that it kind of set on my skin and didn't want anything else to blend over the top. So I actually had to go in with another layer of the foundation because I had to just kind of erase what I'd done, because I don't want to take off my whole base. So I don't know if you can see now, it just looks a bit cakey in my T-zone especially. Like, yeah, look here. In fact, it's not even stuck to the side of my nose there. I then went in with an absolute tiny pinch of Laura Mercier Loose Translucent Powder. Yeah. I don't know what to say, like I feel quite disappointed already because like when I put on, so say you put on a little swipe of concealer around the side of your nose and then you go to blend it in, but instead of it blending in, you can just see your skin exactly where you swiped it because it's just lifted the foundation off. It's weird. So now my T-zone, especially around my nose, looks really, really, what's that word, cakey. Yeah, it doesn't look good. It looks fine like this far away. Like you probably think my skin looks pretty good. But yeah, up close, it's not looking that hot in that area. Not so bad on the rest of my face. I did have to go over my blemishes where I put my concealer and then go back over with foundation. It's just a bit odd. Maybe it just doesn't like those concealers, but they work with everything else I do. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna now go away, put on the rest of my makeup, and we'll be back for our first check-in. I just want to jump on and do a really quick check-in just because I've been faffing around. I've been having lunch, I've been relaxing, I've been putting eyeshadow on for about 17 hours. Okay, not quite. I've had the foundation on for about 3.5 hours because I started this after I'd already put the foundation on. Lawnmower man's coming. Can you hear him? Quickly before Lawnmower Man starts, if you do notice a weird patch up here, that is not the foundation. I tried a liquid highlight, so we're going to ignore that little patch. But in terms of on the rest of my face, it's obviously stayed on really well. It's only been on 3.5 hours, so I wouldn't expect it to move. My powders and everything went on really well, not a problem there except with my initial concealer and powder like we've already discussed. It still looks really cakey around the sides of my nose. But to be honest, like I would be okay going out and about because I feel like really made up and like I'm wearing a lot of makeup and I love that feeling. So like I wouldn't mind going out and about, but it is a little cakey. It's not rubbed off anywhere so far. Yeah, so this was just a quick check-in. So far, so good. Still not my favourite foundation that I've ever tried, but I'll go away and I'll see you in a few more hours. Just doing another quick check-in. It's now been on for pretty much 6 hours. It's at 5:42. I'm just like, I was just taking like stories on my Instagram and I was like, my skin looks so bad. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Do you not think my pores look insane? And look how cakey it is here around my nose. My pores, everything is like awful. There's the start of my mustache. You're welcome. I'm honestly not used to my skin looking this bad. Like, I still think from far away it looks good, but up close and personal, like my skin looks so heavy and caked on. Like Hamish was like, wow, I could try all your makeup off. And while I do have a lot of makeup on in general, I don't usually have to put 3 layers of foundation on, and I had to put the 3rd on to cover up the mess my concealer made of this foundation, or the foundation just did not go well with anything other like cream liquid products. So anyway, just a quick check-in, 6 hours in. I'm probably not going to keep this foundation on for any more than 8 hours. I'm not enjoying it, and also it feels like, I just feel like my skin is going to break out in spots because of my pores and how bad they look. So yeah, this is my probably 2nd last check-in. Hope that's okay, and I'm going to go away and eat some dinner now. McDonald's? Okay, so I'm here to film my final clip, finally. The foundation's only been on for like 7.5 hours. Yeah, it's only like just after 6 o'clock. My lipstick's pretty much off because I ate a Big Mac meal. And I'm not ashamed. I mean, the foundation is holding up. It's holding up. It's not worn off anywhere that I can see. But I also think my makeup looks really bad. Like, apart from like my eyes, that I think look good, I don't think the rest of my makeup looks that good. Like, my skin is so textured looking, and like my pores feel clogged. I obviously need to try this foundation again and maybe try a different concealer, because those concealers did not work with it, or maybe just try and do concealer really quickly after I put the foundation on, or maybe even put concealer on before. I don't know, but something to maybe try and stop that problem that I had to then put another like layer of foundation on. I'm also not gonna use those sleek drops because they like ruined this part of my base. But you see around my nose, it's just so cakey. See in the crevices here. And like my skin is just so textured. Really cakey here. I'm actually really embarrassed about how bad my skin looks in these close-ups, like to the point of I'm like, really don't want to upload this video. So my thoughts are, this would look awful if you had really dry skin. They don't recommend it for dry skin anyway. And while I agree that it's probably really long lasting, I don't know if it's maybe my skin just doesn't suit matte foundations that much, or see how much difference lashes make, or what it is, but I don't think that this is the foundation for me. But I will try it again. I might even try it tomorrow and see if it works better. Anyway, I'm gonna end this video here. I'm gonna take the rest of my makeup off, have a shower, and then go in and probably just edit this video so that it's up as soon as possible. But yeah, I think you can probably tell I'm not that excited about it. I feel like my skin can breathe now. However, if I come out in spots tomorrow, I will 100% blame this foundation. So before my camera battery runs out, which is threatening to do, I'm going to say I don't recommend this foundation. I don't particularly like it. I don't like that I don't like it, especially because like they were so kind to send me that parcel. And NYX, if you do watch this, I am so thankful for that. There's so many NYX products I have that I really love and recommend, but unfortunately for me this foundation is a thumbs down. But we can't win them all, can we? So thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you thought of it on me. Are you going to pick it up, or have you tried it? Or anyone that really loves it, let me know as well. Tell me if I'm doing anything wrong with it, apart from maybe using too much. And yeah, I really hope I'll see you in my next video. Bye.